Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Emerald Fight Night. I'm your host, Mag Launcher, and with me, as always, is the co-host who I think got me sick because I feel like death, Pond.
Oh, well, good.
Oh, thanks, yeah. I'm gonna
How are
play
you
Death
today,
for
Meg?
Halloween. I'm gonna play Death for Halloween. That's what I've decided this evening.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pale as
well,
shit right now.
I'm already dead.
Oh, well,
Hopefully I don't cough myself to death today. Anyway.
that'd be bad. Anyway, we tonight are joined by Mavdog and Conflict from Recursion. How you doing, fellas?
Pretty good.
Hello.
How you feeling?
Feeling
Great.
like it's a good night for Planetside.
Yeah? You guys got any Halloween
Oh.
plans coming up? Since it's Planetside is now officially spoopy for the next month.
I don't know. Not me.
Answer the door for trick-or-treaters. Continue playing Planetside. Make sure the light's off. Hopefully they don't ring the doorbell at all.
That's why you need blackout shades. That's why you need blackout shades.
That's my favorite part of Halloween is answering the door for trick-or-treaters.
Just an
Yeah, we
excuse
set
to
up-
buy candy.
We set up a cheap little fog machine by the door and wait for people to knock, and then we hit the fog machine and turn on the black lights and stuff. It's great.
Gee.
That's great.
My experience in recent years, it might be because of the area I'm in now, but people kind of don't dress up, I feel like. Like, the kids have gotten lazy. Like, they don't even go to, like, Party City for the cheapo Superman, Batman costumes unless they're, like, 6. I loved Halloween growing up, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Well, it seems like it's moving more towards taking your kids trick-or-treating in a mall or something, as opposed to around the neighborhood.
Well, that's
Yeah.
unfortunately the society we live in. So, Panj, start us off.
What? Oh, okay. So,
Panj, we just lost your audio. Actually, maybe did I lose audio?
Testing?
There we go. Folks, we may have broken some. Conflict Mav, you guys can still hear me, right?
Correct.
Okay, alright. Until she solves that, I'll start us off. So, tell us about Recursion. Where did you guys come from? How long you've been around? Why did you form? And then, I'm sure everyone wants to know, why'd you migrate from Connery?
So we started off back in 2013 as a merger between two NC outfits on Connery called HT and Gold. And the reason those two outfits combined because at the time, Connery TR was really organized, and the groups that were organized had a lot of people, and nobody could defend against that. So HT and Gold decided, we're getting our asses kicked out here. We're going to merge together and try to stop this. And the result is Recursion. For years, we've still played on Connery, kept fighting the TR, and eventually things got a little stale, and the outfit, as all outfits do, went into hibernation. Eventually, we came back, as the name implies, Recursion. We came to Emerald several years ago because that seemed like where all the population was. Connery was kind of dead at the time, and still is, with the exception of a lot of Asians. So we started playing on Emerald, had a lot of fun, but as what happens to every outfit, eventually things get stale, people burn out. We went into hibernation again. And as the name implies, as I said before, we came back with a surge because of the implant patch. We saw some things that we really liked, like Carapace, and now we're here.
Okay. I feel like Carapace has become a meme in itself for the more hardcore and more skilled infantry players because everyone's after it, and so few, I feel like, have it.
The thing I like about Carapace, or the implant system in general, like is a strong word, but the thing about them is it forces you to spend a lot of time on a character, you know? You have to play a character a lot if you want to take advantage of having those implants.
Okay. No, that makes sense. I mean, I've certainly, as a vehicle player, I mean, ammo printer is next to God for me, and I actually just finally got myself counterintelligence, which makes life a little bit easier.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I got real lucky with the first day that they introduced the recycler. I that was the first thing I got. I was like, oh, well, okay, this works clearly. And then did it again, ended up getting minor cloak. So I don't know, maybe I blew a leprechaun or something, but I've been lucky with it.
Not all implants are created equally.
Oh,
Like,
no, not at
Carapace
all.
was the one that we saw that was like, oh my god, this is going to change everything. Because before, there was a playstyle within Recursion where you would get resist shield, you would get a medic healing you constantly, and you would just stand on a staircase and absorb bullets and kill dudes. We saw that and like, that's going to magnify what we do by like tenfold. And as players like me who don't really use resist found out, you can do other things with it, like adrenaline shield, cat-like, just don't get hit at all. It's really it hasn't really changed the way we play, but magnified our current play styles, which allows us to do crazier things. We can absorb more pop, fight against greater odds, and for us, that's what we play this game for. Those crazy point hold moments where you look at the map and it's like 70%. Oh, surely we're gonna lose, and sometimes that's true, and sometimes we pull it through.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I totally can appreciate that. I mean, part of the thrill for vehicle play is like, okay, it's me and one other tank, and there is the horde of the other faction just on its way. How much damage can we do before they kill us? So, yeah, playing against the odds is definitely, I feel, far more fun in this game, unless, of course, it's like I'm going to say 95 to 5%. That's just not fun for anybody. So, Ponge, you want to take out the next one?
Yeah, one sec. So tell us about you guys. Like, where did you guys come from? What games did you, maybe I should say, how did you find PlanetSide, etc.
All right. I started out as in high school, back in the late 90s. My cousin lived across the street from our high school. He was the only person in our small rural community that had a computer. And he got this game called Doom. So every day after school, I would hike across the street. I would hike across the street and start, playing on my cousin's computer and playing Doom. And it really started a love of first-person shooters for me. Quake next, and then Half-Life, Doom 2, and then Unreal Tournament, all the various Unreal Tournaments, then Quake 3, and just kept growing from there. But we didn't really have reliable internet in our area. Like, dial-up was about it, and it was terrible. So if we wanted to compete against other players, we had to go to LAN parties. So there was actually a really cool LAN group in our area here in Central Virginia, where we would get together and have little tournaments and everything, and all the various first-person shooters that we were playing at the time. And eventually, around 2004, that LAN group got pulled into a game called World of Warcraft, and that kind of killed off the first-person shooter aspect of everything for a long time.
I'm sorry.
After a whole bunch of years, that got really stale and old. And me and a couple buddies saw that we saw the Steam ad for PlanetSide 2. So we downloaded it, gave it a shot, and really loved it. It had a sense of progression, and it was a first-person shooter, back to the roots that most of us older gamers had grown up with. From there, eventually that outfit slowly dwindled away and died off like a lot of outfits do. And I was streaming a little bit at the time, so I made a small little outfit for my stream group. And I remember one day, this is like maybe 2 years ago, I remember one day I'm sitting there with a group of 6 people, and we're sitting in the Esamir Warp Gate looking for a fight to go start or partake in. And we see there's a 3-way happening at ISA Tech Plant. And I think the NC had it and the VS were attacking, and there was 96 plus. I don't know how many of that was NC and VS. They had about equal pops though. And then there was 18% TR in that. And the point was red. And the point was counting down for the TR. And so I told my buddies in comms, I was like, man, we gotta go see what's going on there. We gotta check out those heroes of the Republic and assist them in any way we can. So we all switched to like support roles and jumped in a Valk and flew to the tech plant. And when we got there, got out and got on point, we saw it was this outfit, Recursion. I didn't know it was Recursion at the time, all I knew was 00, and I hadn't really, I wasn't familiar with them. And I was like, holy crap, these guys, man, these guys have balls. And sure enough, like it was we got there about halfway through the cap, and Recursion ended up actually taking the tech plant with 18% pop. And I told my friends right then and there, I was like, well, this stream outfit's been fun, guys, but I'm gonna apply to these guys. I want to be a part of this.
Okay. I can appreciate that.
I have sort of an opposite experience to Mav. Growing up, well, besides the fact that I'm far younger than Mav is, sorry Mav, I had very little FPS experience. I had a console, I had an Xbox, I played Halo, but outside of Halo, I didn't really play that much of anything FPS-wise. Not even a PC FPS, I didn't have one. So after the whole Halo scene died out, I finally got a computer, and where did I go from there? Not FPS games. I went to hotkey MMOs and other things of a similar nature.
Like
World of
WoW.
Warcraft,
Yeah, I was gonna
EVE
say.
Online. I played those games for a really, really long time and never touched FPS games. And at some point, those games started to get a little bit stale for me. I've been playing them for so long that it wasn't fun anymore. And I saw a Twitch stream of Higby talking about what he wants to do in PlanetSide. I saw all these features and things like, oh really, this is crazy, that many people working together. So I downloaded it when it came out and tried it out. I was hooked almost instantly, and I'm the type of person who wants more organized gameplay. I can appreciate like playing casually every once in a while, but I need to have that fix of, oh, we're working together, we're a team, I want to be part of something greater. So when I played on Connery, I joined an outfit called TRG, the very outfit that Recursion was created to counter at its inception. For a long time, we really ruled the server with an iron fist. Nobody could really stop us until Recursion came around. And after a while, outfit started to dim a little bit. I have been going on since PlanetSide 1, so you can't keep going forever. And I met, during that downtime, Recursion went away, went on hiatus, and I met Therum, who is a Recursion leader, Recursion member, played in Farmers League, and I played for him in an outfit called Hive on VS, and I got a taste of that. Yeah, I got a taste of that leadership experience where it's not, and Hive wasn't like as structured as Recursion is, but it was still that flavor of, okay, we're gonna have a bunch of heavies, we're gonna have some medics, we're gonna get in this biolab, everybody get on jungle, we're gonna hold it from these 3 points. And I couldn't believe it. Like, for the longest time, the tactics I was familiar with were more complex than what most people used, but it was night and day. And right then and there, I got hooked, and I kept following that. I kept following Therum to various outfits to keep getting that, and eventually, Recursion came back and wanted to go to Emerald, and I absolutely had to be a part of that. So I applied, and I've been here ever since.
Okay. I got a question for you guys, since you said as you guys have all migrated for the most part. I know you guys have obviously absorbed some Emerald players since, but you've all migrated from Connery. And like, what kind of I couldn't imagine going from a very well-rounded, sorted-out character to absolutely nothing again. Even with like my various Daybreak purchases, I couldn't imagine doing that. How'd you guys manage to tough through that? Because that would have drove me up a wall. It's like, oh, I can handle the problem with this. Oh wait, I don't have it.
Sometime after launch, but before the implementation of the new implant system, you know, they really made grinding certs easier. You know, the first 10 levels you get a whole bunch of certs, and then they added the ribbon system, which is a whole bunch of certs. So before the implant system, it wasn't bad at all to start a new character. You know, you could get, and then once they added the free max suit slots for various classes. You know, I think Heavy gets Nano Weave, and Light Assault gets Advanced Capacitor or something.
I think
Engineer gets Flak. You know, that really helps out a lot. So I mean, you miss it for sure, but you don't miss it as much as you think. And I didn't migrate from Connery. I have alts that I've migrated to Connery. Started building up. But you know, it's the same situation. The downside of that being with the new implant system, it's a lot more difficult, for sure.
Okay.
When I had migrated over from Emerald, to Emerald, I had already found my playstyle. I was pretty good at Heavy, I liked doing it, so generally for the most part, that's what I was going to play. Obviously, I couldn't really do anything else for the longest time, and to some extent, I still can't because of implants. But it wasn't that bad coming over, because I had a role to play, I liked that role, and it was relatively inexpensive, because I have an NS15 and stuff like that, bought with Daybreak Cash. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it certainly is a pain anytime you do switch characters. That's why a lot of us stick TR, or a lot of the outfit does anyway, stick TR, because we have all these things on TR, and we don't on NC and VS.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. And yeah, I agree with you. Like something like the NS15, just the NS weapons in general make creating a new character much more tolerable, because you're so used to that weapon, you can use it across the factions, across servers. So, like as a vehicle player, having that halberd makes a difference. Makes a big difference to start. So, but so let's talk about the outfit. What do you guys specialize in? Do you have like specialized groups? You just all are a bunch of medkit chucking heavies. Tell us about how the outfit operates as a whole.
I guess you could say that we're an infantry-centric outfit, but not so much so to the point where we ignore everything else. Because for us, the gameplay all distills down to point holds, as I mentioned before. So if we have to pull a vehicle to clear the path to the point to set up a sunderer, that's what we're going to do. Or in the most recent patch, interact with construction to start an alert to get some really good point holds going. That's what we're going to do. We have people in roles, but it's not necessarily like a hard rule, okay, you have to play this. When you join Recursion, you generally already have an idea, okay, I'm pretty good at this and I enjoy doing it. So let's say if I were to join, I wasn't in and I joined right now, I already play heavy, I would consider myself pretty good at it, and I enjoy it. So I'm just going to play that role. That's what I apply as, that's what I get in as. If you were a medic doing that, it would be the same thing. I'm pretty good at medic. I enjoy playing medic, so that's what I'm going to play it. So it's an unspoken rule, okay, this is what you play. What kind of separates us from other outfits is that we have a cast of really good heavy assaults who are supported by people who are in the supporting seems like a bit of a silly statement, supported by the people in the supporting role. Like, all of the focus is on those heavy assaults. The people who get out there, get on the front line, start killing people, and everybody else is there to sort of support that. It's a very selfless role, and I think it's something that not a lot of outfits have, people who are willing to do that. And it's not like they're not getting any kills either and not having fun. They are having fun. That's why they signed up to play as one of those roles. It's a very interesting system we've crafted here over the years, and I like it a lot.
Okay. Let me follow that up real quick, because you mentioned when you joined. So how does one go about joining Recursion? What are your kind of requirements? Do you have an application process? Is it an invite-only kind of club? What is it?
So there's applications begin at recursion.tk. You can fill out an application there, and make sure to list what you enjoy doing, like Conflict was saying, as far as class or role in a squad. How do you see yourself being a part of the team? And from there, like, your effectiveness is gauged based off of what we need as an outfit, and we proceed from there.
It's an important thing to also mention is that sometimes we just don't accept anyone because the outfit's full. Like right now, we have a lot of people. We have a lot of medics, we have a lot of heavies, we have a lot of infils, and they do their job pretty well. And the reason we don't accept just as many people as we can, because if you'll notice in our platoon right now, we have, oh, what happened? We have so many people. Normally, we like to have 3 squads, and the reason for that is something called transferring, where if we have room in the platoon, we can shuffle our members around to force a spawn location somewhere else. So 3 squads is what we would prefer for ops. Obviously, sometimes we're going to go over that because we're not just going to kick people if we go over that. We're just going to have to tough it out. Yeah, it's kind of a big night. So our requirements are, we do have stat requirements, but they're fluid. They change based on what we need at the time and your role. And we look into stats very carefully also. Like, if you're a 6 KD heavy applying, that looks good at first, but like, You look, get the magnifying glass out, look in there. Is this legit? Or on the flip side, if you're like a low KD medic or something, it's like, oh, this at first glance looks kind of bad, but this guy could be like a really good support player. He's just not getting that many kills. Can we fix that? Can we help him? And that's usually what we'll do for those players.
Okay. All right. Punch. I think we lost Punch again. So... Sorry, nearly just spilled my mojito. That would have been sacrilegious. Obviously, you guys enjoy point holds, as you said. What other kind of stuff do your people enjoy doing? And I'm not talking like the necessary stuff. I'm saying they want to go in game and just screw around with something. What do you guys enjoy doing?
There's a lot of. I'm sorry, Conflict.
Go ahead, Matt.
You want to take it? Okay. There's a lot of players who do the proverbial carrot chase, as we call it. You know, completing directives, just the completionist attitude, and that's fine. But in general, if there's more than 3 people online, we are pretty single-minded, and we want to move the map. We want to create point holds. We want to take bases. We want to accomplish goals as a team. Conflict.
Okay. And we do have people who do other things like play vehicles or interact with construction, but on the whole, it's usually infantry-centric. Even when we're not opping, hey, let's set up a really cool point hold, because for us, that's where our farmers are going to get all the kills. That's where all the fun is to be had. So even when we're not opping, that's usually the MO.
Okay. And how often do you guys actually have your ops? Is it like once, twice a week, or just whenever there's a sufficient amount of people on, you guys are doing stuff?
It depends on who's leading and if they feel like leading. So in my experience with a lot of outfits, they'll have scheduled ops. Like my first outfit, TRG, had 2 ops, Wednesday, Friday, same time every week. And that kind of created a pressure where the leaders felt like they had to be there, because otherwise, who's going to do it? Who's going to lead? Leading's not fun for most people. So what, things are just going to fall apart? In Recursion, we don't really do that. For instance, if I wanted to lead a squad, I would go on our website and I would put up an event. Like, okay, hey, I'm going to be leading this time. Who wants to go? And you can, on the website, click a button that says, hey, I'm going to be there. It's not necessary that you do that. It's just for you to have an idea, oh, I'm going to get this many people. So it's based on leaders. So no scheduled, like, routine ops, but if someone feels like leading, we'll schedule out like a week beforehand or a couple weeks beforehand, like in the instance of this.
Okay. I'm familiar with a system like that too. Back in the day when I was in PwC, they actually created their own thing. It was essentially an RSVP system like that across all the different games they're involved in. So that I can see how those are extremely helpful.
We also have a Steam group that's active as well, and once an op is about 20 minutes before an op starts, so usually a Steam notification goes out. So we call that the booty signal. Once the booty signal is sounded, you'll see a lot of people signing on.
The booty is lit. Recursion calls for aid. Okay. Bond, you back with us yet? She's having some audio problems.
Yeah, I see her mic lighting up, but nothing comes out.
Womp womp. So, you guys, when did you guys both start first time playing? Was it like shortly after launch, or you pick it up a couple years in?
I started January of that first year, I guess.
I started.
Like I said, I saw an ad on Steam, and me and my buddy from California, we were like, "Holy crap, let's do that!" We were actually playing a game at that time called Defiance. I think it was based off of some sci-fi TV show.
I played it too, and the game was fun. It got extremely grindy, and then the show got canceled. And somehow that game is still going, but the population is abysmal.
So we were really looking for something, you know, a shooter that with a persistent world, but that had more going on than that. So that it just kind of was an instance of a, perfect situation happening at the perfect time for us.
Okay. And neither of you played PlanetSide 1? I'm sorry, I might have misheard that earlier.
I did not know.
I didn't, but when PlanetSide 1 had its, I believe it was a week where everybody went back to play, that's when I went back with my first outfit, who played that game all the time.
Ah, okay.
Got to experience it with a population that was sort of reminiscent of what it was like back then. It's a very cool experience.
Yeah, I mean, it was a buggy mess, but it was a beautiful buggy mess. I played that. I think I started that in like 2003 or 2004. And I had started going to military school shortly after, and I was trying to play on the network there, and it was just could not handle it. So I'm running around the hallways as a old school PlanetSide 1 Scat Max, just insta-giving people like a Brazilian lag wizard. It was a wonderful experience.
Yeah,
But,
if you thought
sounds like it.
corridors were messy in PlanetSide 2, just...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Just the
I was in
doors.
for a
The
rude
doors
awakening.
alone. The
Oh,
doors...
that guy's got a lasher. Guess I'm not going anywhere near that corner.
Yeah, exactly. It was just, no. You went in certain areas against certain factions, like, yeah, no, that's a bad idea. But, so, considering you guys have played that long, why do you still play this game today?
I play because it's kind of a cheesy answer, but there's nowhere else that really matches the PlanetSide experience. Some games will do gunplay a lot better, some games will do teamwork a lot better, and you could even argue games like EVE Online do large battles better, but there's nothing that really combines them all like PlanetSide does, and as long as that's the case, I'm gonna still be here, and I think I speak for everybody else in Recursion when I say that's the case for them as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I can certainly appreciate that, and having
Additionally,
a
there's-
tight community definitely helps retention, without a doubt. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Additionally, there's progression being added back into the game now. This late, the game's 5 years old, and there's a sense of progression that's being added in. It seems, to us at least, or to some of us at least, it seems like the game is developing again. It was stagnant for so long, and now things are changing. The gameplay's changing. The meta's changing, and we enjoy being a part of that. We enjoy, kind of trying to figure out what's going to be next and getting on board, being an early adopter of potential new metas. It's a source of great fun for us.
Okay. Where would you guys like to see the game go with its development at the time? At this time.
I think the pipe dream is moving towards the continental lattice, right? Like if that was ever that was promised many years ago, and it's a thing that I personally would still love to see. I don't know how realistic it is going forward. I don't know how it would affect our current alert system, or if our current alert system would go away. I really enjoy the current alert system, but that, to me at least, that's the that would be a good starting point, or a good ending point rather.
Okay.
I think I'm back.
Yes, you are.
Well,
Okay. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it anyway.
So, with the current alert system, do you think this the critical mass, this adversarial alert, is better than the previous alerts?
Oh yeah, for
Or at
sure.
least the model.
Before these alerts came out, we would have a problem where sometimes during an op, for a multitude of reasons, whether it be just the lattice made the map real bad, or people were losing a lot, so they just didn't want to fight TR. It happens. It's happened to me when fighting Recursion before, I'll tell you that. And kind of created a situation where we would have to cut the map in half. We've done it on Esamir all the time. Like, we'll cut a line all the way to Invari Biolab, so they have to fight TR, and they can't run away. They're gonna have to fight us, and that's gonna give us the good fights we want. But that's gonna create a lot of moments where we're kind of just ghost capping to set that up. In the end, it turns out to be great, because as it turns out, people get pretty pissed off when you cut the map in half. But it was kind of boring leading up to that. But with this patch, at least for the time being, people really want to fight that faction that is in the lead. They want to stop them from winning. And that's created a lot of moments where usually we're going to be the winning faction when an alert starts, because we see it about to start, like, okay, let's set this map up, let's make sure we can win this, get some good goodies, but most importantly, we're going to get some good fights. So these alerts have really revitalized things for us in the past few weeks. The fights have been a lot better point holds. The 2v1 is all we could have asked for in this patch, really.
Okay. Let's talk about the flip side of the Critical Mass update, the Combined Arms Initiative. How do you guys feel about that and the changes it's made, and subsequently the changes that were made earlier this week with some more adjustments and tweaks?
Well, obviously, originally, I personally wasn't happy with after the initial pass of the Combined Arms, wasn't necessarily happy with the power that a close air support Valkyrie had in a Hex, but this week's change seems to have kind of alleviated a lot of that, taken a lot of pressure off of it, the changes to flak and the changes to resistances and whatnot. In general, I'd say, for me, the Combined Arms Initiative is, it's been really good. Like, it has forced us to change the way we play. People are pulling a lot more vehicles, so instead of just dropping on a point and beginning a point hold from there, sometimes we have to push to a point across the midfield. But that's part of vanguarding the new, or trying to discover the new meta. It's given us an opportunity to try out different gameplay styles and see what we like and adjust from there. So we have generally very positive views on it. Would you say differently, Conflict?
No, I'm right there with you, Mav. It's been pretty positive for me as well.
I've actually just recently switched to mostly infantry play after last week's Ep10.
Traitor.
And sorry. And I'm having a lot of positive thoughts about it too. Like, it does keep everything moving, which, before you were on a continent until people that built bases were done with it, right?
Yeah, that I personally think was a much needed change. Just people sitting there building hives for an hour or two, and they locked the continent without getting a single kill or pushing a single base. It felt like
it's done a really good job at making the midfield matter, right?
Oh yeah.
Previously, the midfield was just something. It was just something you had to probably skip over, where the vehicle guys would go play, but the infantry guys would just kind of skip over it. Now it's not as easy to skip over. You have to fight through it. I don't think that's a bad thing.
No. I don't see much bad with it as far as infantry goes. But and my single complaint is C4 changes. I get like nightmares.
There does seem to be a lot more explosions from infantry players now. A lot more C4, a lot more grenades. But I've personally been running flak on a lot of my characters now, and just been straight up ignoring those explosions. Flak is really strong right now.
Yeah, I and I didn't run flak, and oh boy, ambusher light assaults, especially if I'm playing on Connery for some reason, ambusher light assaults with a C4 brick is like the worst thing ever. So terrifying.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome being able to pull pull a heavy assault, grab a rocket launcher, and then if you're wearing flak armor, you can almost duel a tank. That's kind of fun.
Sorry, if I pop somebody in the face with a tank shell, it kind of should be
Oh, I agree. If realism was what the game was going for, then yeah, you're absolutely right. But
I threw realism out the window, but if I'm using an AP round, minimal splash. If you splash somebody to death, it's a rarity. If that kind of round lands on somebody's face, and they're popping a pixel at like 400 meters, that person kind of should be dead. I mean, just out of the reward system for that one, because landing that kind of shot multiple times is not the easiest thing in the world.
I think it even once is kind of...
Yeah, even once it's like, oh wow, I hit him. I've had so many times where it's like that.
As far as vehicle players, I'll grant you this. I feel bad for the Dalton guys, and I feel bad for the guys who love halberds. Like, certainly those things should still be at least somewhat as powerful as they were before. But When I say I have positive opinion about it, I mean in general. Things are a lot more fun now. It's forcing you to experience more of the map. And that's a good thing, right?
Oh yeah. Anyway, I guess let's go back on track after losing my mic. Anyway, so I think I'll start here. Do you guys participate in any events as far as Emerald or Jaeger is concerned?
We have our own internal things that we do in training sessions and whatnot that we do on Jaeger.
Okay.
As far as otherwise, no, not at this time.
Did you guys ever get in a lane smash?
What's that?
Oh, okay. That's a no.
We like live play. We like live play, and that's not to
Okay.
detract from the guys who don't like live play. That's just to say we want to move the map. We want to be involved with the bigger, the bigger gameplay, the bigger battles, the bigger things that are happening on live. That's where we get the most fun.
I've done events like that in the past with other outfits, and it's a very different experience, as you'll know if you've played any server smash and a bunch of scat maxes have dropped on your head. In general, for Recursion, we enjoy live a lot much more than we do events, other than like the internal like infantry fights we do from time to time.
Okay. Because there's things like Dirtle Dome and Eurodome and stuff like that as well. It's very small infantry fights. But so I guess you mean like Recursion is really interested in those events. They're just live play is better, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in our minds, right, the game was created with a scale in mind, and we enjoy playing it the way we imagined that it was designed to be played, right? And that's not to detract from the folks who imagine it differently. It's just to say we this is the way we enjoy it, and this is the way we do it.
To back up on those infantry events, the purpose of when we do infantry fights amongst ourselves on Jaeger is for self-improvement. Like, I'll go on Jaeger with some people who want to get better, and we'll duke it out for a while, and I'll see what I can fix. That's the nature of our infantry events on Jaeger, whereas I feel like the other ones are not necessarily for that.
That's fair.
You go ahead with some more punch.
Alright, so yeah, I'm sorry, I was spending a lot of time like fixing the mic rather than paying attention to what questions you were asking. So let's say, is there anything from like the old days, because you guys have been playing a long time, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Is there anything from the old days that you'd like to see return, possibly?
For me, it's more of a player mentality thing. I think back before, and I think this is a bit ironic to say given that we have the Recursion stat tracker, but back before stats became so important to a lot of people, people were more team focused. It wasn't necessarily all about you, although there still was players who were like, oh my god, I just got a bunch of kills. But it wasn't nearly as prevalent as it is today now. And I still catch myself being like, oh god, my stats, dude, my stats, they rule everything around me. But I just have to lean back and think, if I just didn't care about things like that, if I was just more team focused, and I try to be all the time, it would be a better experience for me. And I think the game would be better off if everybody thought like that as well, because this is a game about massive scale combat, combined arms, teamwork. And I think if you're looking for a game that's all about the stats and the 1v1s and the how high can I get my KPM, I think there are other games out there that do it a lot better than PlanetSide does.
Really?
I think for me, it's what I would like to see come back from the old days is a player mentality shift, because I think the stats and let's just farm in this hex for a while is
almost
kind of
like
bad for the game.
Almost like a stat innocence. That was
yeah.
And it's again kind of ironic considering that we have the Recursion stat tracker, but
which I absolutely love, and the only reason I use it is, and I'll say when I started using it, it added a new layer of gameplay for me just because of the sound packs Like I run either a Rick and Morty or an Archer sound pack. Actually, I borrowed Maldrasu's Archer sound pack, and I love
Christopher
it.
Walken one? Oh,
I know, it's Archer one. I have the Christopher Walken one. I haven't used it yet, though.
I'd like to back up to that for a quick second. That's not to say stats shouldn't mean anything. They do have a place. Like in Recursion, we use them. We have, opposed to what's available for public and Recursion Stat Tracker, we have internal tools. So after an op like this one, we can see, okay, what are people dying to? Who's getting the most kills? And we can kind of extrapolate if there's anything that we should fix. Like if we're dying to frag grenades a lot, usually there's not too much we can do about that given the situation. But if people are getting bolted a lot, people are dying to vehicles a lot, we can kind of extrapolate on that and be like, what can we fix here? And personally, for me, I can look at my stats for a play session and try to think about it in the framework of, am I doing my job as a heavy? Because I'm only here to kill people. Should I be getting more kills?
Right.
So I tend to look at it like that rather than like, oh, my KD's so high, dude.
Using stats as a metric instead of as a goal. So after an op, our internal trackers and stuff, we see that Conflict had 70% more kills than Mavdog. We can look at Conflict and say, what were you doing during that op? How were you playing? Mavdog, what were you doing during that op? How were you playing? Maybe there's things that you can do better, Mav. And there's things that I can learn from it, and use stats as a teaching tool or as a learning tool instead of as a bragging tool.
And that's definitely a first we've heard here, because like most outfits, I mean, they don't want to make things from the API and figure out how people are actually doing, and that's an interesting take. It really is.
Yeah, you have to look really deep into. You have to look at everything to get a picture. Like you can't just check someone's KD. You have to like, what kind of situations are you in, stuff like that. But when we go over it with a fine comb, you can usually pick some things out that we can improve.
Yeah, like in my profession, it's not just the one graph that's the problem; it's every graph that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Systemic versus
pretty fair.
instance.
My guess going real fast.
So. Oh, it helps if I push
Wow,
the button.
stuck.
Yeah.
Choke.
If you guys didn't have PlanetSide, what would you have at this point? Do you think Recursion would move on to another game if the game were to sunset tomorrow? Would you guys stick as a group and move to another game? Would you branch your separate ways? What would you as individuals do?
Well, I guess me. I spend a lot of time in this game. I spend an above average time playing this game, for sure. And if I didn't have all of that time that I spend grinding certs, getting all the loadouts squared away, getting all the implants squared away, I guess, what would I do with that time? I don't know. Get a job, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, likewise.
Do you does Recursion play any other games? Since I asked something similar.
Recursion
mainly.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can take this, Smith, because I've played the other ones as well.
Yeah.
We're mainly all about PlanetSide. When Recursion first came together, as I said before, it was all to counter the outfits on Connery TR. So it started just as a purely PlanetSide endeavor, but as the years went on, friendships were made, stuff like that. We started to, when we weren't playing PlanetSide, we would branch off into different games in smaller groups, things like Elder Scrolls Online, Warhammer, Eternal Crusade, games where we could leverage our ability to work together to have a similar experience that we do in PlanetSide, although nowhere near close, as I mentioned before. So we do play other games, but when we're playing PlanetSide, it's all about that. The other games usually come in when we go into hiatus and eventually come back, as our name implies.
Okay.
So, about your name, like, how did you guys come up with Recursion?
I actually don't know the answer to that one, because both Mav and I weren't there at the inception. Yeah, I'm not sure how we came up with that name. It probably has something to do with how we would how they would come back every time, because when I fought against Recursion for years and years on Connery TR, no matter what, they would always come back for more. Like, even if we like beat them out of a tech plant, they would eventually come back and win the day most of the time. So official answer, I'm not sure, but it probably has something to do with that.
Alright.
Fair enough. Punch.
Do you guys like memes? No, no, sorry. Bad joke. I'm not sure. I'm really kind of at a loss.
So, I want to ask about the recursion bingo sheet that I saw on Reddit.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
just because I thought it was a brilliant idea with how Reddit has become such a meme-filled and sometimes overly toxic, more than necessary, community in itself. And somehow we still, at least I still find myself looking at it multiple times a day, just to entertain myself.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys come up with that, or was that somebody else? Because I think it was a Recursion player who actually posted it.
Yeah, that's our bingo sheet. All right, we don't actually use it during ops because we're too busy killing people. Although I could see it would be rather fun doing that because you could probably fill it out pretty quick.
Oh, you could turn that
Between
into a
all
drinking game instantaneously.
Oh, I don't want to die, dude. Come on.
Bingo! Finish your bottle. Ah, damn it.
Although that would be a fun drinking game.
It could be, yeah.
Oh, totally.
But anyway, I don't know if I have any more topics I want to bring up. Ponch, you got anything?
Not really, yeah.
How about you guys? You guys want to bring up anything? Want to talk about anything else? Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, where do you see EFN going in the future? What is EFN's role in the community, and where do you see it going in the future?
So, I haven't run out of outfits yet. Each week, I generally have somebody reaching out like, hey, I want to get my outfit spotlighted on EFN. And I have no problem doing anything from a massive Zerg fit to a small little startup of like 12, 24 players. Because the communities ultimately are what is going to keep PlanetSide going. Without that, this game's going to crash and burn. And I'm pretty sure the devs are very well aware of that fact. And I hope they find ways to encourage more community involvement. As for EFN, I would like to get some. I'd like to get Rail on here. I'd like to get one of the community managers, Roxley, on here at some point. Some veteran players that have been around a while to give their viewpoints. I'm a fan of constructive criticism. You can critique something all you want, and unless you have recommendations, like actual recommendations, not just like pipe dream kind of stuff, don't just sit there and complain. If you're going to complain about something, at least have some sort of recommendations for a fix. That's what I was taught going to a military school, what I was taught as an Army officer, and it's kind of stuck with me and it's served me well since. So I wanted to do EFN to fill a void that's been missing for a very long time, and I was only in the last few months able to really do this through support of other folks, and it's because the old Friday Night Ops streams that SOE used to run, they were a nice thing people looked forward to on Fridays. They got pretty solid viewership, and I was like, you know what? Let's do one like that, Emerald-centric, and spotlight the actual communities themselves within Emerald as a community. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely a great idea to shine spotlights, because that's really what this game is all about, the communities. And whether you're an organized outfit like us or some of a more casual group, just the importance of those groups cannot be overstated in a game like this, because we are the game. Like, were it not for the players and the people who run these outfits, there would be no game. So
there would be no content if you really think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we are the content in a free-to-play game. I think without those groups, there would be nothing. So I think shining a spotlight on the people who play the game and make it possible to have as much fun as we do is a really great idea.
bringing a light back on community-based play is really fantastic.
Oh yeah.
It's become a running meme that solo players playing this game, that's the way it's meant to be played now. And it's not, we play the game as a team, and that we see it as that's the way it was meant to be played. So bringing a spotlight on communities and encouraging communities to grow, it really helps out the way we want to play. It helps out our gameplay. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, and to talk on that, like, I want to know when it changed from a group of players working together, such as yourselves, like 3 squads, I'm going to say, maybe a platoon, became a Zerg, and not the 96 plus Hell Zergs that would just plow down lanes and hopefully collide with the other 96 plus Zerg. I don't understand why people look down upon an organized group actually using teamwork to accomplish what they're trying to do on the map. And that, as a veteran player, as somebody who really enjoys teamwork, even though I'm not necessarily in an outfit anymore, anytime I get in this game, I'm playing with other people, unless I'm like farming the Halloween directive, for example. I'm always playing with other people, and it bothers me that teamwork has begun to be looked down upon as much as it has.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that it happened like that. I think that it's a free-to-play game, first off. Second, it's 5 years into its life cycle, and it's not as populated as it used to be, tragically. Although recently the population does seem to have surged a bit, which we're super excited about. But the population declines along with the various outfits all taking breaks, hiatuses from the game, or just straight up quitting. Like there are fewer active outfits operating, and as such, the active outfits that are operating garner more ire from the random people who don't have a squad or don't have a platoon of friends. They're fighting solo. If you're fighting solo and you run up on a squad of anybody holding a point, you're not going to have a fun time usually.
Yeah, because you have to reload at some point, and that's when they get you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of the current environment, I think, has a lot to do with server culture, and I don't know necessarily why there's a difference, but on Connery, the way we play is kind of not necessarily literally the way we play, like down to tactics and stuff, but like the teamwork-based outfits are the staple. Like, you have so many groups back on Connery who wanted to play in a way similar to that. In Emerald, you just don't really see that, and the ones that do crop up are effective, like Goku, who played in a similar fashion, teamwork-based gameplay, were really effective, especially when we first came to the server and we were fighting them all the time. That was a lot of fun, but I don't know, just something in a combination of like populations fizzling out and those outfits just diminishing has kind of made it so doing anything other than farming in the same hex is kind of a meme. It's really
tragic.
unfortunate.
All right.
As for the population, I have no doubt that the changes they've made to the vehicles and the critical mass update definitely brought people back, if not to check it out, if nothing else. And then they've rolled out the Halloween event so shortly after that. That's going to definitely increase retention. And then almost going to be hot in the heels is going to be the Christmas event, which people have come back just to get the achievement points and just collect stuff that is it doesn't come around too often. So I would like to see them focus on player retention after this holiday period that we are now entering into. So, because retention has always been the issue with this game.
Yeah, we've seen stuff like this happen before, where a patch comes out and all of a sudden, oh my god, there's so many people. But
yeah, it happens every time.
It's just dry for a while, nothing comes out. It's like, oh well, I guess I've seen what there is to see. Let's go play something else.
I've also
Hopefully
noticed
the pipeline stays a little bit hotter this time.
I certainly hope so. And I've also noticed that when the dev team does communicate a bit more, yeah, it probably draws a bit more negative attention, but the pops tend to go up when there's communication about what's on the horizon and
Oh yeah.
what they're looking to do, what to look forward to. And I hope we see more communication out of them. And I have voiced this to more than one person on the team, and I hope it's taken into consideration. Because
Yeah, it's kind of a
more
tricky
communication is never bad.
situation for them, because like, just the recent I saw on Reddit, Rel was talking in a Discord about things he wants to do in the future, and someone like screenshots that and puts it on Reddit, and it starts like a firestorm about, oh, they said they were gonna do this, this, and this. Why should we believe them? Just like stuff like that really kind of makes it hard for developers to want to communicate, because at the end of the day, they're humans too. They're not perfect. They see that and they're like, oh well, I guess I just shouldn't talk to people anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I posted up it was a video from The Know, which is one of the Rooster Teeth channels, and it was a video about how a development team is afraid to talk to their own community for fear of exactly that kind of stuff. And
Gotcha moments.
yeah, it's the gotcha moments. It's, oh, I'm looking forward to this change. I've worked on it so hard and everything, and then it drops like a brick, and people are like, what have you done to my game? This and that. And it's like, oh, okay, just crush the dude's hopes and dreams a little bit, why don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand about being passionate about the game. I really do. But, I mean, you have to... I appreciate the work that's done. I don't necessarily always agree with the direction that work is taking. But, ultimately, I'm not the guy running the game. I'm not the one that has to make his living on this game. So, I understand.
Yep.
I will still, however, voice my concerns in the appropriate manner. Which... according to most people, is shit posting on Reddit. So
That's really half the game at this point. Let's be honest.
if you can't
Something
put up
I've-
dank memes on Reddit, is your message really getting across?
Something I've had to say quite a lot recently is non-toxic feedback actually does get listened to, especially the people that say the devs don't listen.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kind of
Just
sad.
kind of put yourselves in their shoes. It tends to work out a lot better. Like if I randomly get a message from someone like, "Oh, you dirty hacker, you cheater! How'd you kill me like that? I'm reporting you right now." I'm not really gonna pay attention. But if someone messages me like, "Oh wow, what did I just do wrong there?" I'll always respond to that. The positive
100% of the time. Yeah.
no matter what the scenario is, whether you're a developer or just some random person playing Planet Side and you get a hate tell, like the positive stuff always it works out better.
That's pretty fair.
So I think at this point we could probably move into popping some heads and shooting some mans. Meanwhile, I'm sure
yeah.
Ponge is more than capable of doing that. I'm probably going to be shooting at dicks because my is terrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trying to play with an observer cam, something I've done before as well. It's not very.
I actually have the
Very
observer
difficult.
movements down for the most part. I'm actually going to be transitioning over to my main character and jumping around and shooting with you guys because people seem to enjoy that last time a bit, even though I am a terrible infantryman.
Well, luckily
not
there's going to be
horrible,
a
but-
shield of heavies in front of you. It's going to
That
be
works.
great.
I will just be the medic or the NG in the back going, go get them, guys.
Sounds great.
All right. So, folks on the stream, we're going to take a quick break as Ponch and I transition over to our characters, and then we'll be right back to shoot some heads and see how these guys roll from point to point. Or as some people like to say, Zerg Surf.
Got my board
Surf's
ready.
up.
Surf's up, kiddos. All right. Be right back.
Cowabunga.
And we're back.
Just in time for the fresh content.
With core defense?
Did
You want some McBases going up?
Nope.
Did you notice that the continent lock is messed up? Esamir has a continent.
Oh, it started a new alert on locked Esamir.
Yeah.
Intended.
Need some defenders at Cobalt.
Tony.
Hammer.
It's a harasser on point at Lithgorp.
User left your channel.
And a Mag Rider.
Strikers, Cobalt.
Live overhead.
There's a little bit over Cobalt.
Yep, strikers.
Strikers up.
I sent your friend request right
And
now.
a max south stairs.
He's hit. Max is hit.
Sight
One
south,
decim.
Cobalt.
TR1.
Southwest, Lithgorp.
Flashing, eh? Bot in there, isn't it?
Max is dead.
I don't see a stream of infantry. No, northeast.
At Valk, Alpha Waypoint.
Okay.
We've got a bunch of vehicles on the road. And shotguns.
Lives back right over spawn, Cobalt.
On it.
Got 6 in. Let's push up at Cobalt. Let's finish this. Get this spawn destroyed. There's booty elsewhere to be had. No, I see it. Cloak bus. About to reveal it.
It's on Sungray, right? I don't see the waypoint anymore.
Sungray, yeah.
6 in the bus.
Anyone that's cleaned up for transfer?
It's
Yeah,
gonna
we're
be
almost
pretty
done.
soon.
Their bus is dead.
Turbo.
I think we probably
Second
can do it
bus
now.
southeast.
Nichols right.
Sunny's down.
There's another bus northwest. The orange smoke is.
Ready for transfer?
Transferring to Alpha Waypoint.
Which is Sun Grey Power, I believe. It's on the map.
There's a mag rider next to the bus.
Platoon Waypoint is the beacon. Just get over here for the amp. Sub Ono's conflict.
Spawning.
Computer Tyrone total.
Dropping.
Effective Ceres Nickelback Almeida.
Dropping.
Ono's put a beacon down when you hit ground. Get erect. Con Rip Clubbins Trans. Axis.
Galaxy.
Almeida defense.
So the Galaxy skyboxing.
Defense. Welder, can you get us a point at amp station?
Copy.
Bravo.
Yep.
Bunch of gals. There's 4
So
or
much
5.
TR about to go up here. These gals aren't
It's a
dropping
50-50. Here comes Gal. Gal above. Strikers up.
Gal down.
On
anything.
roof.
Should max size too.
Welder, you on that
Yeah, give me time on the base you're at.
54 seconds.
Yeah, I'll make it.
We have a Valkyrie still.
Yep.
Surf ninjas go to the amp station.
You should shoot the triple all to a different point. It'll be easier for me to do that.
Computerverse, get into the Valk. Valk Delta Waypoint.
They're dropping on the pipes.
Back.
Southwest.
In the Valk.
Reaver over point.
Say come back?
No, you're good. I'm giving you the dead.
Yep.
Sig on B.
Sitting on C.
Alright, we have all 3 points. Get ready for a redeploy. Start redeploying. That's at the tent.
Galaxy.
0 drops. Oh,
Half drop.
Three
No,
drops.
full
Huge
drop.
drop. Full drop on A. A roof.
Just hold. We're gonna have the look back cap.
It's gonna be
Roof's
cut
clear.
User joined your channel.
very soon.
So left
Keep
just
Redeploying. Keep redeploying. Alright, to the amp station. We have all 3 points.
How many
Beacon
on-
for each one of those people?
Is this empty computer?
Serenity passes Exurf lead for beacon on C point.
Yeah, could get
got
beacons
it.
for those people over there. So
Alright.
Pulling a bunch
Dirk
of
Surf
buses.
already has it.
Delta, you've got a spawn.
Delta has a spawn, but everybody has a spawn now. Hard spawns.
Yep.
Use them.
Just pulled a bunch of buses out
Delta
of the
can drop you on
V-turn.
Charlie. The Valk.
probably want to go get B back. It's a good spot.
Spread out, guys.
They're trying to get a bus
There's a whole
over to
squad
A
on
point,
B.
west side.
Squad
Hitting
on
a
B,
bus.
guys. Start heading to B.
It's in the
Get the
bus.
Delta, if you are in Delta, wait. If you are Delta, start heading to C unless you're already in combat. Delta waypoint for Delta. You have a beacon. Next death, Delta, get on Delta beacon. Everybody else take B back.
Galaxy East high.
Gal incoming
drop
A.
over
Bex is down.
Drop on A.
I'm gonna need
Okay,
help here. I'm the only one
Pass
here.
me lead.
Two
Two
drops
drops,
should be
two.
fine.
We okay.
Yeah, I'm good on A.
A is good.
You got it. Need intel around Charlie.
Working.
Q.
Full
Galaxy.
drop C. Or B.
Intel up.
outside.
6 and gal.
Another drop A. They're on the roof.
A is fine.
More galaxies incoming A. Oh god, this stuff.
I didn't see any
Mayback.
drops.
Flash. We're working on it. Oh, there's a lot here now. Just chill in the building. Chill in the building if you're here with me.
If you die to A, start coming from C. Let's hold both bridges.
C now.
Platoon waypoint. If you're at B, start pushing to A. If you die, go to C.
I'm on top of the amp. Can I get a beacon for a squad if they don't have it?
I got at least 18 dudes on A right now.
We'll have it, Welder.
Galaxy.
Welder, you have it.
Thanks.
6 in the gal. Gal down.
There's a
Multiple
bunch of
things.
dots coming to C now as well.
Oh my god.
Wow.
They rushed us. These lights.
Going to A.
We're coming C, just hold out.
It's no. No. There was 5 of us and there's 20 of them.
Should
We're
go-
here now.
We're still up.
Take the beacon.
Still
forward.
good, man. Keep eating.
Taking the beacon.
Dropping on A roof.
On, don't give up.
Effective, come back.
Max is coming.
They can still have.
They have deployed something on the other side of A.
Yep, just spotted it.
Words above you.
All right.
On that lip.
Taking A
Concede
back.
C. Concede C. Get ready for A. If you died at C, we're going to A.
Fort.
Zombies, eh?
Valcon B.
Falcon B. Charlie squad. Charlie waypoint. Make sure B gets held.
We gotta
Hey, we now have A. We now have A B. Make sure that B gets back.
What's
You get
going
that
on there?
bus at A
Next on
still.
Oh, yeah, that
I'm
bus.
grabbing some dead.
Valk
Like
on another
yesterday.
B.
Bus south of B. Cloak.
We're getting B back.
Max on A. We might get it though.
We're gonna get pushed out of A in a moment.
Hitting their bus on A.
Getting B back.
Yep. I think A's lost.
A, how many?
Unless they have a bus spawn on the east of
Yeah.
them.
Bus is dead. Bus is dead.
A bus dead.
Zerg surf. Intel on C.
We're not gonna have this Already base up. much longer. You got a bet.
Pushing.
They have to have a bus over by the ammo tower.
There's one by B.
They do.
Dude, platoon waypoint. Zergsurf, can you put a beacon down for Delta?
Oh, they're coming to B.
Still on timer.
That bus down, platoon.
Smoking bus. Mav, that is a res grenade coming to you.
Roger. Didn't get it.
Shorted it, sorry.
Is that Delta beacon about to happen?
Think we're
10 seconds.
Okay.
If you died, stay dead. I'm putting you in Delta for a drop.
Still good.
Almeida died. Hold.
Alright, beacon is up.
Beacon's up for Delta. If you're dead, drop.
Beacon's about to go down.
Total fan.
It's already
fine.
done.
You get anybody?
No.
Okay.
I'll try to work my way over there in the tower.
You got enough pieces?
That another Sunday Charlie. Do we get the platoon one down?
Platoon one's dead.
Okay. Nickelback, can you get us beacon over at C?
I'm about to get a Valk over top C.
I can try to get over there. I'm running that way.
Died, you're good. It's fine.
I didn't die. I had redeploy. I'm like an idiot and I forgot.
Getting sniped.
A lightning, yeah.
Clemens, I'm getting sniped at the top.
Yeah,
What's
he's
up
in
with
the
these
tower.
vehicles?
And start hitting
Point
that bus
south
at ammo
interview
tower.
by,
Fraish, can you bring us the suit for the Thunder?
Yep, we're redeploying.
The C beacon's gonna be up pretty soon.
Got a Valk.
The Valk is up.
Hit
on
that
way
bus
to
with me,
the
Chose.
point.
Spirits on the C.
Tell you where you
I'm
at.
almost there.
coming across the bridge from
Never
A to
mind.
B.
Lightning got me.
You want the suit at the AM station, right?
Yep.
Okay, on my way.
Need a couple more people on the roof of B hitting this bus.
Valk up.
Dropping on C, I can get Bravo beacon here. Oh, there's Max like right on top of us.
Bambi, put a beacon down, please.
Oh, he knows now. Right?
He's good. He's good on beacon.
Eyes
I
are
have a
up.
rocket in him.
Sunny said.
Very nice.
If you're at B, try to push to A.
There's
Charlie
another one
beacon's
tucked in
down.
by
Nice
the ammo
sound.
tower.
No more beacons at C. We're good.
Beacon dead for Delta, so.
Good.
They have a Sunny deployed at the bridge, like south of B.
Yeah, I'm shooting it from the little bridge here. Any help? It should be easy to kill. It's a rep bus. I got it.
Alright, here they come, C. You ready?
Hot res sub.
I need an NG on B.
We need an NG. Who can change?
I can do it.
Thanks, Chose.
There's a Max right in front of you guys on
Here.
C.
If you're at B, start pushing to A.
They have
Up.
a bus on the northwest side of the wall at B point.
Max is down.
I don't think
This
this
is
can
always
push
run.
A, so.
Bambi,
push,
hold the other
Bravo.
door.
Yeah, they're pushing Bravo.
Coming up over the walls
That
with
Max is down.
light assaults.
I see it.
It's a Max bottom floor B.
I'm down, Bambi.
Max on point at B.
I'm trying to get there.
That Sunny's on fire.
Res grenade.
Light assaults in
Max
for B.
down, Max is down.
He's done.
I'm gonna grenade for that, Franco.
Got a Bastion defense.
Bastion
Died at
Starfield.
C.
Again.
Yeah, we have a lot of defenses right now.
Died at C. Take Bastion.
You still there, Mav?
Yes.
Balcony, B point. A couple light assaults. On the point, C4, watch it. He's down.
And Bastion should not really need any more people.
Okay. If you're idle, Bastion,
Starfield.
I need like one person for that.
It's a minor try-hard hold. I don't think we'll have time to like get enough people here.
A good transfer. You want it?
30 seconds? Nah, it's not worth it. You can always get that one back. Easy. It's a fun base to attack.
Their bus at Bastion's at B point, west side.
Yep.
You're here with me. Just focus on that.
Also on north of tower.
Sorry, sons.
Tanks on the road. Careful.
C4 it off of B. I have Sunny on the southwest tower. Yep, made it.
Done at Bastion.
Yep.
We're done.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get someone physically at AFC.
Probably
Then
pretty
run out.
quickly.
Yeah, I'll start heading there.
We have a Ravens landing defense platoon waypoint. If you're idle, take it.
No squad.
Spawn, got it. Hold. Sub, you have it.
Got it.
Total rip, I-axis.
Spawning.
Trans, Tyrone, Turbo, Ceres. Pomp. Effective. Meta. Zerg. Pass. TP.
I'm at AFC.
Ready to transfer
Where you
AFC.
got point back
Okay.
at
First target for transfer, welder. Hold though. Wait for people to get idle.
I can go before and go get a bus. Get me
Right,
there
that
now.
that works. Just don't fail. All right. I gave you platoon here.
Copy.
I think Ravens
One
landing.
to mag.
Got it. Platoon promote up. Conflict. You have beacon. Drop.
Beacon is up.
Transferring to AFC. That's everybody. We're done at Ravens, right?
Ready?
Yeah,
Done at Ravens.
Game Skellies.
Last assaults when you come in, will you help me at the V term for a moment?
Serenity.
One
Got
today.
it.
Leo. Con. Gimme. Riggedy. Mav. Pomp.
Dropping.
Ceres. Game. Put a beacon down when you hit ground. Surf.
Enemy
Zerg.
Beacon's up.
Bus coming out. Gun
Ceres.
is in.
Put a beacon down when you hit ground.
Check.
Drop.
I need some brave heroes coming to A with me because
I'm
last
coming.
time it was a little bit
Mav going A.
no ammo.
That's a lot of people going in. I mean, more than
Nickel
just...
means-
Yeah, we
Transfer.
need people in
Bravo beacon
the
ready.
area.
Good up.
term right now.
Nice. What side do you
Do
want?
Do you need me to?
Fresh?
Do
C or
you
B?
need me to pull a bus?
Did we get a Bravo
No,
beacon?
me and Fresh got it.
Should
I'm not doing the bus.
Oh, copy. Mav, get a
Bravo
bus.
beacon should be up.
On the way.
Mav, I'm doing B bus.
Bravo. Do you not have spawn?
It just
I
went
just
up.
got it.
Just took-
Is it time for 50?
Radlock, you got Charlie.
Surf
There's
got
a lot
caught
of idle
leaking.
VS right now. They will come to this.
Yes, they will. Face pull big body for power hub. Need a stalker cloaker sitting on A and not interacting with anyone. Who's up?
I should be able to hold that by myself, so I don't know if we'll need a stalker.
Okay.
I'll man mode it down here.
Here come the numbers.
Got a scythe over the point. He's smoking.
Effective, I'm gonna chuck a grenade, but never mind.
Here we go. We got customers A point. Get ready.
Yeah, team pub.
Get some more.
Careful on long stairs. I'm locking down up top. Do we have
I think
an
it's just
NG
most of them
shield
are
up
inside,
here?
Skellies.
Sorry, what was that? What?
I think most of them are inside, that's why.
Brace, you got that suit for us?
Yeah, I'm already locked
Here we
down.
come. A point.
Eight push
A
back
point.
side.
Running around the side
To the
of it.
side. Dead.
Just get a small.
Going for the bus on A.
Oh, we got.
Another scythe, rocket potty.
We get some
Shoot
heavies
the
on
maxes.
the
down.
powerhouse roof, the strikers.
Good idea.
Right side's heavy.
Trans is down.
Clubbins, exit, powerhouse, put a beacon down.
Max coming to point.
Valk drop C.
Back's down.
Beacons up. Max down.
New site.
Max up
hold
the
from the
ground level
base.
Max
They're
upstairs
starting
and
to
A.
come up powerhouse.
Max top
On
level.
the roof.
Down.
Coming to recover
Grenade out.
TP and computer room.
Can I get a medic down on A point with me?
Sorry,
Need
coming to
recovery.
you.
Can
Where's
use
that
more
guy?
light assault on the A roof.
Conflict, your
Store.
ammo's on its way.
It's dangerous.
I got you,
Whole fan,
BB.
just chill right here. Just chill right here.
Site spotted north.
Most dangerous position.
6 in.
you could volunteer for, man.
It's down.
Yeah.
Side down.
Block fine. Block's trying to coach.
They pushed in
I
mid.
need
They're
an
coming up
NG
top. They're coming up top.
powerhouse.
Paid.
I need an NG
Top level.
powerhouse.
Copy.
Max
have-
coming powerhouse.
16
Ready.
rounds.
Buck drop.
Max is pushed into power.
In the max.
We're about to lose A.
He's down. He's down.
Max dead.
They're behind us on C.
I only have 12 shots left.
Couple.
Yeah, we just
Alright,
lost
we
A.
are now holding B and C. Concede A. Concede A. Die to A. Do not spawn at it.
Fresh.
You
I
got
have
it.
to save my
We need
bus.
intel. Gen building.
Yep.
Concede A. 3 minutes.
Fuck.
Need some heavies on top of powerhouse.
I'm moving for it.
Up here right now.
Need ammo inside of powerhouse.
Trans,
as well.
put a beacon down.
Coming fresh.
Thanks, Rage.
Trans, you got that beacon for us?
It's up.
Some heavies. I want some powerhouse heavies.
Don't push too far right. Watch out, computer birds.
Bunch of light
Trade with that guy,
swoop on
Bambi?
powerhouse.
East door,
No,
left.
there's two.
Never mind.
Coming in east C.
Concede bottom. Gen.
Lightning's on our C bus.
Two
Nice coming up balcony.
Pure C, just get in the building.
A lot of head coaching lights up here. Be very careful.
Balcony.
Careful the scythe on Gen.
Sorry.
Happens.
They're pushing upstairs. They just pushed up the stairs.
Roof of powerhouse is bad.
Yep.
We're not going to be able to hold that.
I think we're done.
Just get the kills.
We have a bus on B. We can set up Alamo.
They got a lot of scythes for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's I shit down.
Fall net.
That is GG.
We don't want that AFC.
Okay.
I need some Valks going to NC Arsenal.
Move it.
I got one.
One more.
I got it.
Don't pull any more. We'll get all stuck together.
No more. You'll just get transferred.
Solid.
We tried rain.
More Valks. Jesus.
Yeah, way too many.
On the ones you got, you'll transfer.
User left your channel.
AA is active at NC Arsenal. Here we go.
Copy. Join me in B.
Drop B.
B.
Deli, put a beacon down. Sarah's put a Rip in Pieces, put a beacon down. Khan, put a beacon down.
Bravo beacon up.
Delta beacon up.
Do we care about the Sandy all the way at the bottom?
Be at the bottom of elevator.
Spotted it, yeah.
Moving for it.
Other max coming down to C.
He's spotted. Drill him down if you can.
Bus is dead.
We need a Delta beacon.
We have one.
I don't see it. Must have been destroyed.
Medieval
Here you
can
go.
get one.
Fix it. Words, put it up.
Please, can you drop ammo where you are?
We need more on the south side. Light. I'm going over there.
Rotating. We got a harasser next to the B point.
Reaver coming to C point. Or B rather.
Hitting the
He's getting flipped.
harasser.
Charlie's getting flipped.
NC have enough freed up pop for this because there's a lot of TR here.
Yes, they just redeploy site on Rockslide. Well, I think it'll be like 2 minutes.
Looks like Charlie's secure.
TR just got Rockslide back. I can grab some peeps.
Yeah, I'll head
Needs-
over there.
You are in Delta. Stay at NC Arsenal for transfer. Everybody else, 15 seconds to Rockslide.
Ready.
Mav ready.
Yep, ready to play.
Ready.
NC
Galaxy,
Gal, NC Arsenal.
C.
Yeah,
Six
gal
in,
drop
full
on
drop.
C.
full drop Charlie point.
Stole your first.
Don't over rotate it.
Ready?
Okay, let me look at this pop then.
It's still 60-40.
Chose dropped in.
Very
Pull
okay.
out a rock slide, guys.
Not a Rockslide or something. Okay.
I see.
Hold on, hold
No
drops.
doubt.
They're flipping Charlie point.
Second Galaxy, NC
Yeah,
Arsenal.
it's
the
B
same
drop.
one, it's the same.
Oh, same. Yeah, same one.
It's
dead.
evening out now, 50-50.
Me and no more on Rockslide. All in on Arsenal.
Need B.
Red lock up.
Harass on the roof would be Charlie point.
Game, do you need transfer?
I got it. Thank you.
That harasser's on the roof?
Large group coming out to A,
Someone's
or
gotta
sorry,
be
B.
over.
So
Harasser's
they
down.
bunch
Oh,
them
they
this spawn.
They spawn. Oh, crap.
Crash coming to B.
And we have no one here.
So we rotate B point.
Nope, you got a bunch coming back door from the hill.
Well, it's a little bit too late to rotate. They're already on it. Just
Yeah.
get ready.
Yeah.
We rotated
If they're
C.
gonna move past, we need to get back to A and B.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need A and C.
Or A and C,
Deli,
sorry.
can you put a beacon down for
It's on
Rollins?
cooldown. It's on
Okay.
cooldown.
Need a new Delta beacon as well.
Tyrone beacon for
Our
Bravo?
son's getting hit too.
Light assault above us, Sora.
Another
Done.
gals, 2 gals are coming in.
We jumped to the other building.
They just full dropped A. 2 squads.
Yeah, it's 60-40 now.
We need beacons closer
Lose
to
it?
these points.
working on it. Huge push to A. Holy good lord.
Yeah, I think it's sitting in C, Alamo. Status.
There, get in there while you can.
Yeah.
Eyes on B.
On the roof.
Hot res.
Run.
Wow.
I think 8 points just done. Yeah, 8 points done on.
Yep.
Couple C roof, just drop down.
Got a Ravens landing defense and Cobalt Com. Some 50-50 on that, and then we'll see where we go from there. Pull out of NC Arsenal.
I think this is 1 TR here.
Which one?
Cobalt. Yeah, it is.
Mag Rider.
Ravens is fine. Help it, Cobalt.
Enemy Sunder are coming down.
Good night, are you in here? Good.
I don't have any connection to
You fucking kidding me?
Cobalt.
I live size up.
Spawn there, good night.
It's not letting me.
Instant action spawning me a Cobalt.
Checking shrouded.
Instant action sending me Ravens.
Yeah.
Get you guys all over there. Ask. Yo, Maverick. Serious Pomp. Right next to that 2-story, get a beacon. Put a quick beacon down, please. Con, you have it?
Alright.
I can get a beacon at
Beacons
Cobalt
up.
for Delta if you want.
Dead peeps are going.
How's the roof of Cobalt?
Full.
Rose grenade.
Roof's good. Pushing into the point.
Raven landings is escalating quite severely.
Easy work.
We pushed them off of Cobalt Communications.
I think they're just now spawning at the bus here.
Mag Rider can need a dig.
Yield shit. That's sweet, sweet yield
Without
shit.
drop. On roof.
Is anybody
Nom,
having
nom, nom,
Cobalts
nom,
as
nom.
Ravens?
Yeah, I'm switching to Ravens.
One in on Ravens, alright.
Looks like they got a squad on A here.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hold up,
Mixing it.
guys. I'm gonna flank them with you.
Alpha.
Flanking A, 2,
I'm with you, Tall Fan.
1.
Let's do it.
Alpha has access.
They don't want to peek.
Bravo has access. Charlie has access in a few seconds. Franz, Ganide. Yep. Squads have Ravens landing.
You do vote? Oh, never mind, you just food.
Escalate this chimney rock fight.
Yeah,
disappeared.
disappeared. Here. You can transfer off me.
Got that Mag Rider southwest. Raven
We also
landing.
have Sunday.
Yeah, I'm back over.
Nice.
Oh no, are you idle?
Yep.
Welder, put a beacon down in 2 seconds. Welder, you have it.
Place.
Oh no's is first.
That Mag Rider's unmanned.
They're starting to push point right now.
Chimney Rock. Yeah,
Drop
we
it.
can use
Chimney
that
Rock, Alpha Waypoint, you're transferring in. Game, Turbo Shit Wizard,
Up on top of the point, if you can.
Pass, Almeida. Rig it.
Really?
Fight
Time
it.
to go.
Fans, Ganide, Pomp,
Beacon
Belly.
stays.
I'm bailing.
A
TP.
new beacon.
Yeah, we need a new one.
Pass, Pipe, put a beacon down, please.
I'm gonna have to fight back into this, guys.
Down at the other base.
It's okay, we're fine.
Max spotted. We've lost control of Chimney. We're all up on the hills at the moment.
Shitty spawns too.
Yeah, just kind of hard base.
User disconnected
Getting
from
sniped
your
up here.
channel.
Give it a second.
Right.
Yeah, people who are moving east have the right idea. Just get up close and personal.
Alpha has a beacon over the.
Lattice souls. We should take the rocks and try to clear off that 8-point roof.
Yeah, I'm on the roof at the moment.
Pushing on point
It's
right
good.
now.
Grabbing the dead with the beacon. We're fine. Give us a second.
Copy.
Our XCOM network has a platoon.
Where you're getting revived?
They're gonna be wiped off point soon.
Flash grenade on point.
Drill down the max.
Right, push in.
They're putting a bus in the west alley.
Max down. A bus coming in.
Focus on chimney for now. God.
One in.
Yeah, bus south.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, he's trying to run.
Let's push it.
Get him.
it's a cobalt bus.
It's smoking.
manned.
Smoking. Get those
C4
rockets
on
in
top?
there.
Down.
It's down.
Scythe over point.
Flanking this.
Smoking. I think it got away. The bastard.
Bus pushing south side. Two.
Multiple buses.
Yep.
Got 3 back
One
to back.
in the first one.
Hitting the pink one.
Cup.
It's
Dead
down.
second.
Hitting second.
Dead. Good work.
It's down.
Be a third, but here comes the maxes.
Here comes a bunch of infantry now.
Mag pulled.
Let's not overextend.
They're going to be converting to infantry.
There's a lot of people at the top of those stairs.
Could we get a new Charlie beacon somewhere?
Stealth flash,
Chimney.
moving to point.
Kill him.
We don't have anyone on point at the moment.
I can put
Get
one
it.
on top of point.
Turbo shit wizard, put a beacon down, please.
They had a serious armor push. The
This is
west
dangerous.
side's gonna get wiped.
They were
It's,
just
it's
pulled
down
out.
on the back of point medieval.
Thank you.
Scythe above
Strikers,
point,
strikers.
elite
Got some
striker,
light assaults
striker.
on the south building.
He's to the east. He's to the east. Strikers.
Max coming in. Dead instantly.
You guys gonna lose that up there, conflict?
Not for a while. Can you med bus
Okay.
me up here, Clubbins?
Yeah, keep that pace going up there. Yeah, Scythe high west. 2 of them coming in west. One down. 2 down.
Or the Sunder's pushing, strikers up.
They have 2 more Sundays on
Thunder.
the south
South
side.
side.
Three.
Stay
South
there.
side. Pink.
2 suns.
First one
3
first.
suns.
First
Yeah,
one
4
first.
suns.
Right
coming
side.
over. 5 in the room.
Do
5
not over rotate on the Sundays. The Sundays are fine.
We're losing
PPA
control of the
site.
building.
PPA sites has got us on the
Direction.
25
If
seconds.
you need to, 20 seconds, you're fine.
Scythe to the west.
Yeah, Scythe.
Inside. 6 in. One bail.
He's down.
Going for the Baylor.
You died.
You got him, Temple?
Not yet.
Copy.
Nope.
Some maxes just got pulled out of those buses.
Lightning, moving to point.
Got it.
Stays.
Hitting it. 6 in.
You want to ground push?
Scythe
this?
over point. 3. Say we eat here. We deserve this.
Yeah.
For a second. For a second, because we're organizing.
The 1 TRB Sunder is on fire. It's being repaired. It's down. 1 more Sunday.
3 bus volunteers. Who's up?
Serenity.
Saris.
1 more.
Con.
Watch out, Stole.
What kind of bus?
I got him.
Rep.
Okay.
Shit, my bad.
On. Pulling from here. Infantry, get us the
Linear.
breathing room.
Linear push.
Rang, can you pull a prowler?
Yeah.
Elder, you too?
Yep.
Right, that's it for vehicles.
Hoopty.
How is it right there? At the terminal?
Brandy's got it
I just,
for Charlie.
People are
The
dying
guy
at the
that-
terminal. Good
Yes.
night.
I killed
3 or 4
him.
Watch
infills.
that.
I'm in queue. Got it.
Felice, you want in?
Pulled.
Charlie, buff
Yeah.
up. Get in it.
Rang, I'll be
Near
taking
push, platoon waypoint.
east side of
User
wherever we're
left
going.
your channel.
Hey, watch our right. We have
Yo,
buses
Welder, hold
and
up.
shit.
Yeah, bus coming in.
Bridge is clear of mines.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna get to the.
Slow roll it.
Serenity to your left.
Heavies, get out striker shit if you want.
We got a
Still
Sunday
clear
battery
of
behind us.
mines.
Be fine. Sunny's on fire.
Check.
I'm getting infantry.
He's down. Yeah, get out for a little bit.
So you want to stay with Ring and sorry, stay with me.
Redeploy if you get left behind. We're pushing up. Quick and dirty.
Mag Rider ahead.
I got infantry and a mag.
You're a little far, Ring.
Oh shit.
Yep.
It's fine.
There they are.
Can't be up that far.
Move it upstairs.
Yeah.
Pushing left. AV turret.
Yeah, let's get that.
6
Scythe.
strikers in.
Scythe up.
Sunny's getting in that garage.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check.
We're gonna dump one of these. We're gonna dump one of these tanks. Who's getting dumped?
Deploy shield one. I'll go upstairs.
Mag
I'll
in front
stay
of
in
us,
mine.
Welder.
Mag Rider, southeast side of the base.
Conflict.
They have a
Anybody
Sunder
else?
right up.
Get the base.
Hop out when I help you kill this shit.
Word. To the bus.
Deploy the bus, please.
She's trying. Give her a second.
Hack and turn if you need ammo on darts or whatever.
You say you want us dropping one of the prowlers?
Yes.
I
Copy.
think they're gonna push.
You need it. That's fine. We got a lot of infantry. We'll be all right if you want to keep it.
Okay.
Conk in.
I think you got a light assault coming for you or something, Welder.
Need a lot of light assaults.
Never mind, I see it.
Going.
Keep pushing.
Mag, or harasser
You're
going
right,
for our
Ray.
bus.
Copy. We got all that shit. Don't worry.
Keep an eye out for air here. It's gonna be a problem, probably.
Don't even sweat it, dog.
Ain't no problems.
So there's the info in there. Alright, getting the fuck out.
It's a good start.
Nickelback, I'm coming. I'm
Oh,
moving.
sorry.
Are you alright?
Scythe.
Moving west.
He peeled off west. He's behind that mountain.
Need some good intel coverage.
Seen some.
2 scythes, east, southeast. I need 2 striker heavies on the I terminal.
Moving.
One
Moving.
more? Okay.
Game couple push around the outside.
Axis.
Thank you.
I picked up the kill grenade.
Another one up here.
Scythe over point.
Got him.
Yeah, so
Dead.
Behind you, conflict.
6
There's
in.
two, one
Oh,
high,
got you,
two.
Welder.
It's on fire. It's down.
I see it. I
Other
got it.
scythe up top.
Other side.
Striker.
Dead.
Down.
Baylor. Got a Baylor.
Hank, you got that Sunday Charlie waypoint?
Yeah.
Clubbing, I'm gonna
Guy
try to get
behind you, Welder.
Come on.
Got him.
Nice.
Infiltrator I building, watch out.
Sunday's gonna die.
Dead.
Infiltrator
I
dead?
got him there.
Okay.
South.
I might need help dealing with this infantry that came out of that Charlie bus.
Bunch coming south.
Maybe
building.
not.
What direction
Scythe
is
coming from tech plant.
No, I
EPA.
got it. I got it.
it? Yeah, he's peeling off. The site's peeling off.
I want one of those tanks going to that tech plant to get us lattice. Well, do you think
Copy.
you can dump the tank to get us
Yeah, I'll just
Charlie?
use transport.
Southwest, Lonesome Frogface, Scythe?
We got a
6 in?
body southwest. He's fucking off.
I'm sorry, Skellies.
New site. Quick passage.
Lots of size.
2 sides.
Holy shit.
Lots of infantry. West, southwest.
Strikers.
South, southeast.
Multiples.
Got one.
This is like
East.
2015 and just as soft.
Most sites I've seen in a while.
Trap
Holding right here,
mosquito and
Clemens.
take care of these sides.
Have these. If you ain't shooting things, be strike crane.
Okay. Sides are getting fucked on. I mean,
Gently, mate.
Keep the strikers going. We'll be fine.
Couple dropped, couple dropped.
One more
Ring, there's a
site.
tank
Up
behind me.
southeast. Dead.
Can I get a time on the base?
Sorry, is Sunday behind me, Ring?
39 seconds.
Copy. I need beacon.
I need a medic at this south building to med bust me. Whoever's healing me, I'm
Roger
going
that,
in.
Con.
Charlie 5.
C4 on my bus.
Welder, you have it?
Push coming now.
Right, A18, make sure they don't get the point. There's no more size, and size don't matter.
Moving.
Fuck 'em. Don't mean nothing.
Charlie, you have a beacon, drop on it.
I think there's people waiting in here already, Charlie.
It's okay.
We striker heavies?
Now, you can switch your rocket for the tech.
Oh, Franco.
I'm down. There's a bus.
Alright, then we'll abort. We lost our beacon?
No, beacon's
No.
there. Just
Beacon's still here. I just dropped on it.
yeah. I'm just calling. Bus under V-turn. There's not that many people here yet.
We're getting in there. Charlie, you should have a beacon, right?
Yeah.
Tyrone, put a beacon down when you drop. We're converting all out of vehicles.
Let's make sure we're going to Tumas, right?
On the balcony.
To Moth. It's 48 to 96. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind on that. Let's defend Rock Slide.
All right.
Back to strikers.
Leaving this.
Lost spawn at Rackside.
Have it.
On the rock
We
slide.
got
Conflict, you have it?
as well.
Redeploy.
Sure,
red
take
line.
that too.
Rock slide is good. I think we have 100 people on point.
No spawn in Moss Ravine. Did anybody get it?
Should be fine, right?
Ignore
60%?
rock slide.
Oh yeah, it's 60 now. I don't know.
More Rock Slide? Okay. Clubbins, sub, pomp.
I think we're good on rock slide.
There's Stoles, they're gonna. Alright,
Those
fine.
of us that I see are about to like push them back.
Alright.
Not even touching point.
I'm idle. Where do I need to be?
Finding a
Maybe-
base at the moment.
Get us to Raxicom. Maverick, get physically to Delta.
Roger.
I'm doing that too.
We got a Sunday spawn on our axis.
Rock slide's done.
Okay. For the logistics. FC, you guys see that?
Scythe suicided itself. What the fuck?
Do you want to escalate AFC?
I think so, yeah.
I'm here.
Pulling off
Some
Delta where
air.
you're going to AFC?
Yeah.
Shitty buses.
Got Valks up.
You guys upstairs so we can transfer off that.
You can spawn an Alpha Valk if you need it. We're already
A
headed
couple
there.
size around.
Elder,
there.
you're on cooldown, right?
I'm on cooldown.
Are you?
I'm on cooldown. Yes. Number 10.
10.
Con.
On, as soon as you're up there, put a beacon down.
We should get some strikers up on.
Yeah, I
AFC.
need strikers immediately.
You need me to go over terminal?
Oh no's your first drop.
I'll do it.
Got it.
Let's
Oh
just drop on
no's.
trickle and
Drop
do
on
it.
beacon.
Beacon. Oh, it's on.
Have it.
It didn't spawn in yet. I got
You
it.
can
let me
shoot
see.
fist. I'm not
Here
Cheslin.
we go.
Clubbins, trans.
Save us, striker.
Ceres, Almeida. Denied, Zerg Surf.
Site
Sub,
close.
Conflict, Diaxis.
I'm gonna take that.
Lease. I need strikers. Drop a beacon when you get hit ground. Stole. You're next.
There's a heavy digging
Drop it.
around on C.
Me.
Say you needed a Delta beacon?
Yeah, can you do it?
Yeah.
Going for A.
Heavy's down.
I think we can mostly pull off C except for like 2 heavies doing striker work. Everybody else push up.
Get some light assaults on that 8-point roof.
Bernie, put a beacon down for Bravo.
It's up.
Get a bus out.
Already.
Make sure we have
They're up. They're up.
heavies with
They're up.
strikers on the roof
User
of
joined your
powerhouse.
channel.
pushing A.
Can we get
Holy
ammo?
shit, Kipo.
Ammo roof C, please.
Northwest building, rooftop. You guys
Oh,
light
ammo.
assaults.
They took the res names.
Game, stop shooting.
The madmen.
Let's get some light assaults on the northwest
Hey, in the
building.
back if you
Side,
really want it.
west, northwest.
It's smoking. He's fucking off. There's another one. The fresh he's running in.
Side, low west.
Scythe east, frog face. East, up.
East, east.
Floating, he's just floating. Light him up.
Frace, you want to get a...
Yeah.
Wizard behind you. I don't.
That's
He's
why
right there.
I'm
He's right there.
following you.
Side,
Infill. I don't know where he
northeast,
is.
low.
Thank you.
Got him.
Nice.
I'll need an NG powerhouse.
Trans, you have a beacon?
Coming with it.
Yeah, it's already up. Infill on B term. Just pulled something.
Scythe coming over the bridge. Info coming soon. Okay.
Two heavies
Watch
on
out.
AA duty.
Yes, we're on already.
Some light assaults above the.
Can we get a pace medic on top of powerhouse?
Can we get a
Anyone
dark
can
shot at
jump
C,
up
please?
here?
You got it.
Got it. I need to find ammo now.
Thank you.
Do you want me to
Where
start
are
the next
you?
base?
I believe there's a guy by ammo tower.
Coming for your ammo. You have
I got it. I got it. Said the
I
reposition.
hope these VS realize there's a Barrack Electrical in their future.
We still got to get the.
Reaver, north.
You want me going forward?
Okay, I need a 4-man team. I need a foreman and 2 construction people. Welder, you up for that?
Yeah, I'll do some Legos.
Time for Legos. Need 3 more volunteers.
I volunteer.
Deli. Deli
Hey,
volunteer.
that's it. Let's go to channel.
We'll drop
Channel
C.
2, guys. Channel 2.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
One TR squad.
You guys good at C?
No, but it's too late.
User left your channel.
Well, I'm rotating for booty. Hopefully we don't get punished.
Oh shit! There were...
Comes the 4th Valk.
Ryan Reynolds, Bud Y.JPEG.
Clean it up. We just wait.
But
Nom nom.
why?
I've got ammo for you here.
Hey, casual Valk going to
North Grove.
I'm dropping the booty suit.
Tomas.
North Grove. Fending until the Legos.
User left your channel.
Tomas Skylance as well. Talk to me about North Grove. Do you guys need a lot of help, or is it good?
We'll probably need a lot of help, but you know it's the base where they can spawn 5 meters away and we have to spawn 200.
Alright. Leo, can you make your way to Delta Waypoint?
Sure. No spawns available at North Grove.
Go get it. As soon as he puts a beacon down. Select your first.
Spawning.
That's gonna have to do for now.
Right.
Alright.
Map ready.
I'm gonna end the
Pass,
Emerald Fight Night
Turbo.
stream here. Thank you for being the
Pyro.
subject.
You're up.
Thanks, Mag.
I'll have
Thanks,
the
Meg.
VODs posted up in various places. I'm sure you'll see them.
Thanks, Meg.
Thank you, guys.
Actually, North
Good
Grove
time.
was pretty soft. We're pushing to the point.
Hope you had fun.
I certainly did. And for the stream, folks, thanks for watching. Tune in. We're off next week, back on November 3rd with Wawa and Tank. So that'll be a good one. Tune in.
It's still
Thanks for
okay
coming.
at North Grove?